Alrighty, so we're going to review operations with polynomials. So polynomials can be added, subtracted, and multiplied. Remember polynomial, oops, don't know why I went backwards there. Interesting, go back. Polynomials just refers to a term, multiple terms, so many terms. Poly means many, monomials means kind of numbers or terms, so it just means it has more than one term. It's many. So it can be 2, 3, 4 terms, something like that. So to add with expressions in parentheses, we can simply remove the parentheses. So we literally just drop the parentheses and add like terms. Subtracting an expression is the same as adding its opposites. To get the opposite, change the sign of each of its terms. So literally you just take that negative and we're going to distribute it basically. Each thing inside of the parentheses flips signs and then we add, just like we would with this one. Okay, so then we combine like terms if possible, if there are like terms to combine. So down here, we're going to group the terms that are like. So I'm just kind of rearranging these. I'm literally just dropping the parentheses off since I'm adding. Nothing is going to change about any of these. We're just going to switch the order. So I have negative 5w squared and then minus w squared. So those are like terms. 7w and negative 2w, those are like terms because they're just w's. And then the 6 is the only constant in this expression. So now we're just going to add. So negative 5 minus 1, remember there's a 1 there even though I can't see it. So that gets me negative 6 w squared. 7 minus 2 is 5. And then I have the w on there and then plus 6. So we're just combining, grouping like terms and then combining. So here, before we combine like terms, we want to make sure that we change this to a plus sign and we give that negative to everything inside the parentheses. So by chance, everything is positive, so they're all going to turn negative. But remember, you're flipping the sign. So if they were negative, they would turn to positive. That's why positive turns to negative. So now we're going to do that same thing. We're going to group. So I have negative 7y squared, negative 6y squared, 3y, and negative y. Those are like terms, and then negative 5 and negative 2. And then we're just going to combine. So negative 7 minus 6, that's negative 13, and the y squared comes with it. 3 minus y, that's 2y, and then negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. All right, so that was adding and then subtracting. Now we're going to look at multiplying polynomials. So first, multiply each term in the polynomial by each term in the other polynomial using the distributive law. Add the exponents of the same variables using the exponent rule, and then simplify the resulting polynomial by adding or subtracting the like terms. So we're going to use the distributive property. So literally, I just like to use these little arrows. So you can see 2w times 4w squared, and then we're going to do 2w times 3w, and then 2w times 5. So I like to do it this way where it's the first piece here, the first term, and I multiply by everything in this second polynomial. And then we have to do the same thing with this second term here. So negative 6 also is going to get multiplied by each one of these pieces. So for second here, yes, it looks very long and kind of crazy. We're going to reduce this very quickly because we're going to actually multiply. So 2 times 4, I get 8. And then remember, w times w squared, there's a 1 here. And when I multiply powers with the same base, meaning the w's are the same, we can add the exponents. That's why we end up with 3. So 2 times 3, we get 6, and then w times w is w squared. And then we have 2 times 5, we get 10 w. 6 times 4, we get 24, and then the w squared comes with it. 6 times 3 is 18 with the w, and then 6 times 5 is 30. And make sure you're paying attention to those negatives and positives. So already this looks a bit cleaner. Now we just need to group like terms and add. So with this one, I didn't do the color coding. I just added the like terms. So really what you want to do is just go through and look. Is there anything else with a w cubed on there? No. So that one is just going to stay 8w cubed. W squared, I have 6, and then I have negative 24. So that's why I end up with negative 18, because 6 minus 24 is negative 18. The 10w and the negative 18w, those are like terms. So 10 minus 18 is, what is it doing? Is 8w. I don't know why it jumped forward there. Is negative 8w. And then there is only one constant, which is the negative 30. So that was operations with polynomials, adding, subtracting, and multiplying. So I will see you, or I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next video.